Welcome to Meet the Musicians, powered in part by Classic of Denton. The views and opinions expressed by the show hosts and their guests are those of the show host and guests, and not necessarily those of the sponsors, DentonRadio.com, or the Denton Convention and Visitors Bureau. For more information, visit the Policies and Procedures page at DentonRadio.com. Back, everybody, to Meet the Musicians. Thank you very much for being here with us. Tonight is a really, really special treat. In the studio, we have got one of my favorites. He is the man of many bands. He is the one, the only Bret Crow. How's it going, man?
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Super stoked to have you here.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I said, you are the man of many bands. But tonight, we're going to be focusing a lot on the Bret Crow Show, which is you. But give everybody a rundown of what you do, who all you're playing with, what you're involved with these days.
My main bands that I play with currently are Puddintain. I also play with Star Party, the Wee Beasties, and I have a couple of other tribute-type projects that I do, but my main projects are those
Cool.
three, really. And I have had Puddintain over here before. Jake Steinberg is the leader of of Star Party. He also does Ectotron, and he has that project. And I'm with Richard Haskins doing Wee Beasties. Been performing and writing and trying to get recording going, writing a new album with him. So we've been playing a lot and doing that all around town. Just playing as much as possible with as many different groups and anywhere I can fit myself into.
That's
honestly.
fantastic. So you are you are, as people can probably see if they're watching, a killer bass player. You're the guy when it comes to bass.
I like to play.
What drew you to the bass?
When I was about 14, all my friends around me were starting to pick up their instruments, and a lot of them, so my best friend at the time, I wanted to play drums. My mom didn't like drums, but my best friend,
a lot of
it's one of those things. And one of my best friends, he started playing drums, and I had another friend, a couple of buddies who had already been playing guitar, and no one was playing bass. So I was like, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna play bass.
Yeah.
So I just picked up the loose part and started just getting that. Doing as much as possible.
That's cool. You felt like there was a niche.
Well, there was no one doing it, so I was like, if no one's going to do it, I'm going to be the best darn bass player that I could be, because I would be the only one. And be like, I'm the go-to guy.
No, I love that. And I love that you are excited about playing it, because it's such an important part of the band.
Oh, absolutely.
But I'll run into a lot of bands where you see the bass player almost looks sad because they're a guitar player that was asked to play bass, but you play the bass with pride, as you should.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
there's a lot of bands
necessary.
There's a lot of bands out there right now that'll just forego the bass and just turn the bass heavy on their guitar and just be a guitar and drum guy, and they do some really cool music. But they're anytime I see those, I'm like, man, where's the bass dude? Because he it really rounds out the sound.
It does.
One of those things.
Well, very cool. So we're going to get a little sample of the Bret Crow Show here in a bit. But for anybody that doesn't know, give them the rundown of what the Bret Crow Show is.
I try to keep it lighthearted and funny and positive, and try to send good messages and cheer and just be as positive of an influence on. I don't like to sing about sad things. I like to try to just sing about silly stuff or life experiences, positive affirmations kind of songs and story songs. I like to incorporate a lot of comedy elements in that, humorous, because that's just, I've always been that way. That's just my motif.
And when did you first get a hold of the loop pedal?
In 2013, my band Puddintain was originally, we started off as the main, the what do they call it? The house band for a show called Open Stage. Okay. And that ran from 2011 to 2015. From about 2011 to the summer of 2013, we had a drummer. We had the full, 4-person lineup that we had. And then the summer of 2013, drummer had to leave. He moved down to Austin for reasons that he had. And I was just we wanted to keep playing. So I was like, man, I've been watching a lot of Reggie Watts, looking up other people that do looper pedal things. I'm like, man, I'm going to try that. I'm going to get that. So I got mine, started messing with it, and had about 6 months of just hard work of trying to get it just right and figuring out how to do making the loops just right on time and click. And And we did that, and then we picked up another drummer, Finn Puntain, went on from that. But I've been doing the looper pedal since 2013 till now, and I still like pick up solo gigs. Cool. I've written 2 albums so far, have those online, bretcrowshow.bandcamp.com, and I also just write as much as possible. I've written a couple of different. I had a song that I wrote that was like a little 15, 20-second blurb that got played on Adult Swim from just like a random challenge that just happened on there. And I use it to get other types of gigs. Write as much as possible.
I love it. Well, very, very, very cool. So aside from music, as far as Bret Crow, the guy, what else going on in your life these days, man? What has you excited outside of music?
I've been working at Juice Lab, which is a vegan vegetarian restaurant down on South Elm here in Denton, which is a great place to go, and you get like really great smoothies, really healthy food, gluten-free, vegan. Like most of the stuff that we make there is vegan, and I've been doing that, and that's like my other thing besides music, is I love cooking. Me and my girlfriend and Allie Puckett, we cook together all the time and like make stuff and like have fun doing it and come up with new recipes, and just like doing that together like really brought us closer together, and like she's super awesome for me.
Cool.
and love her. And I also do improv comedy out in Arlington for Zinger's Comedy Club.
Really?
Been doing that for about 4 years now, since 2015. We do it every Saturday unless I have a gig, and then they have other people to fill in, but I do it every Saturday when I can, and that's a great time too. And it's just like Whose Line Is It Anyway style, so the short form games, which is like creating characters, playing like talking only in questions, or you only can speak in like a specific number of words, or I do a lot of the ones where they like other people from the audience like move you like a doll. It's silly.
That's cool.
But yeah, that's what I like to do.
I love that.
Really.
Very, very cool. So we always ask this question on Meet the Musicians. This is our version of Marry One, Kill One, something one. This is write, tour, duet. All right. You could pick 3 artists, one you could write with, one to tour with, and one to duet with. Who would they be? They can be famous, not famous, alive, not alive, whoever they would want to be. 3 artists. Who would they be?
I would probably go with. Would have like to write with Frank Zappa. He's my biggest composer influence. Like, that's what I like to say that I am, as a composer, bassist, entertainer, and comedian. Like, that's what I call my career status. So
that's cool.
He was like super influential on me, like going through my college career and like writing and like composition and like actually like taking that seriously.
Yeah.
And I would like to tour, or would have liked to tour with James Brown.
Oh, that would have been sweet.
A party every night, and like just super funky and like good time music, like and like that's one of my wheelhouse things too. And duet probably with Weird Al. That was my biggest influence when I was a kid. And like being able to write or sing or play with him would have been like, there's still time.
Yes, that one's still left. Yeah. Weird Al, if you're watching, and I know you often do, make sure you call this guy.
I'm ready. I've been practicing. I swear.
Very, very cool. Well, guys, we're going to wrap up. We're going to be right back with a live performance in studio from this guy right here. So don't go anywhere. Don't miss it. Bret, before we wrap up, any plugs, shows coming up, all that good stuff?
This Friday at Backyard on Bell here in Denton, Star Party is playing a show with 4 other bands, and then with the Wee Beasties are playing a drifting event out in Mineral Wells on Saturday. This Wednesday, the October 30th, Puddintain is headlining a show where I'm also doing a Ween tribute. There's a Violent Femmes tribute, and there is our friend band Strong Work. They're opening for us. That'll be on October 30th at J&J's. Then the following night, on Halloween night, Star Party is headlining a show there with Electric Ants, who play out in Deep Ellum at the Deep Ellum Art Company a whole lot. And that'll be a great Halloween night show. And then the following night, on the 1st, November 1st, at Backyard on Bell, again, will be Puddintain will be headlining a show, and we'll be in our full costume show. And I will say, I can't give a lot of details of like what we're doing in our set, but I will say we are the Ninja Turtles, and we have that whole thing coming. So get ready for a Cowabunga-style pizza party. It's going to be silly. We've been working really hard on that.
I'm so excited for this.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
Look
out for our
very
promo
cool.
video. There's a promo video coming.
Don't miss it.
Before
guys.
that, yeah.
I told you he's the man of many bands. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with the man of the hour, Bret Crow, right here on DentonRadio.com. For tuning in, we hope you enjoyed the show. We want to thank our partners and sponsors who made this show possible. And now stick around for a word from all of us here at Discover Denton. Do you love live music? If so, make Denton, Texas your next vacation. Find more information at discoverdenton.com.